Hi there. Have you ever thought about when you throw a balloon, it doesn't move in the same way as if you throw a stone? It's because of air resistance. It matters when you throw a balloon, but it doesn't matter that much when you throw a stone. And then, if we go back in history, we've been able to throw stones for ages, I would say. You know, the old warriors had a catapult and then they just threw away the stone. And either they hit somebody or it was too short or too long. And then they adjusted the machine until they were able to hit the enemy. Took them some time. And then, by a lot of talented thinkers, we came up with what today would be called the theory of ballistics. I guess you've seen the equations in schools. The art on how stones fly when you throw them in the air. And then you suddenly can figure out, will you be able to hit the enemy just before doing it? And adjust machine before doing it. So that equation really increased the capability of hitting enemies with stones. But it's an equation that doesn't help if you're going to throw a balloon. And most of us already know that. We know that the equation we use for throwing a stone doesn't take air resistance into account. And that's why we shouldn't use it when trying to figure out where the balloon will end up. I think this is a rather good metaphor for we need to know which model that fits into the right situation. If we use the wrong model, roughly speaking, we can get hit by a stone. It can actually be wrong. Not only wrong, it can even be dangerous using the wrong kind of model. Now, here's the thing every day in industry, there is a question lying on the table, not necessarily framed this way, but it's possible to articulate in this way. Do we seriously think that life will look the same tomorrow? Or do we not? Or, in other words, should we go for stable models or unstable models? And just as in the case of throwing balloons and stones, we can really get hurt if we have the wrong kind of model. So I wonder, what kind of model are you going to use for industry tomorrow? And I guess you know, if we have the right one, it's going to be great. But if we use the wrong one, it can be devastating.